Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football. Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today in what might look like a bit of a different setup for you guys right now, and unfortunately I'm unable to show you guys things on the screen, at least temporarily, because I've had a technical mishap here. Everything shut down. So I'm going to plan B, right? Which means a new setup is needed and whatnot, and that will come. But for now, we will do with this. And the videos won't stop. Nothing stops us here on Younes Talks Football. So, the show goes on, the show goes on. But we're going to get into the latest. Don't forget, today's a double upload. There will be the Chelsea versus Morecambe preview. That will be uploaded later tonight, so make sure you guys are here for that one. It won't be too long after this one, so you guys are going to get that pretty soon anyway. But I think it's pretty clear what that preview is going to look like. I mean, to be honest, we won't even need graphics for that one. I think it's self-explanatory, but we'll get to that later, so make sure you guys are here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, notification bell on. I want to talk about what went down last night, and then the developments of today. Last night, we got a little bit of news from David Ornstein, telling us that, you know, Kvaratskhelia and the links with PSG, yeah, they're there, but Chelsea are interested and Liverpool are interested. Ooh. And then everyone got their underwear in a twist, right? I'm here literally going, okay, all right, yeah, Kvaratskhelia, whoa, yeah, okay, yeah, we're going to sign him, okay. And I remember looking at it and thinking, we could, don't get me wrong, we could, but we won't. We won't. And why? Because it's the same thing that I mentioned when I first mentioned it yesterday, and we started hearing whispers about Kvaratskhelia and the salary. But then some people, correctly, mentioned, but hang on, the salary is only 30k. Yeah, right now at Napoli, he's on £30,000 a week, right? Peanut money. For the senior, for top level, peanut money. So, you'd think, hang on, that's within our salary cap, isn't it? Yeah. We can afford to give him double, triple, even quadruple his salary. But then we get into what happened and what Fabrizio Romano had to say. He came out and spoke about Napoli's formal request remains at 80 million euros. Direct negotiations with PSG were ongoing, as revealed yesterday. Talks underway. Kvaratskhelia camp discussing terms with PSG as they're offering over 4 times his current salary. And what does that take you to? That takes you to 120,000 a week, right? Well, cool. Because 120,000 a week, still, that's within Chelsea's bracket, isn't it? But I said it wasn't going to happen from the get-go. It's a non-starter. And you want to know why it's not a non-starter. And some people are looking at it almost like PSG don't exist in this equation. One thing that I want to mention, and I think is important, right? This is a very, very important thing. You always need to pay attention to who else is at the table. This isn't just Chelsea here. Even if we were legitimately interested, there was a time we would be the big boys here. We ain't the big boys at the table no more. PSG are the big boys at the table right now. Some of you might go, what? No, but we're in the Premier League. This is PSG. On a footballing level, yeah, you're right. But we're not talking footballing level here. We're talking money. Simple as that. We're talking money. We're talking dosh. Cash. Dollar. Yen. Name your currency. Bitcoin at this point, right? Name your currency. We're talking money. We cannot compete. Because if we were to go, yeah, 120,000, we can do that too. Here's 120. What, you think PSG are going to go, oh, we're stuck, lads. Chelsea have put us in a pickle here, guys. No, they'll go 120. Okay, look, we don't want to, but we can. Listen, put out another 40. Go on. 160. And then even if Chelsea go, oh yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's match that because we can, right? PSG are going to be that team that goes, all right, 220. And then what do we do? Go on, tell me, what do we do at that point? What, you think Chelsea are going to match 200 or 220 or 250? PSG are that club that will do that. And especially right now, because they've let go of Mbappe. They've let go of Neymar. They've let go of Messi. They ain't got all these big boys that are getting massive, humongous money anymore. They've got that off their wage bill now. They've got some change laying about that they can just happily put in if they want. And they haven't got the same financial constraints as we do here in the Premier League because of FFP, because of PSR. That doesn't exist in France. They've got UEFA rules to comply with, but that's it. That's the whole point. We can't compete. PSG, we can't compete. If it was anyone else, if this was a straight shootout between Chelsea and Liverpool, yeah, there's a chance. Even Liverpool have no chance here. Well, better chance than Chelsea financially, because I think they can put themselves into a position at least. But with the financial constraints, none of us have a chance. PSG are at the table, they're going to get it. And some are going to say, oh no, but Younes, the footballing project is much better than PSG. And we're in the Premier League and we're based in London, so that helps. You're not wrong, but you are wrong. You're not wrong. On a footballing level, you are correct, 100% correct. But I really want to hit some people with some realism now. Money trumps all. I've come to the end of thinking players are honestly looking at the footballing interest. Everyone's in it for their money first. Money first, football later. Don't get me wrong, not all players. I'm not generalizing everybody. No, you'll find some players that will still have the intention of looking towards their footballing life first and then money later. But most will look at money first. And as long as the football is at a decent level, they'll say okay. Like PSG, yeah, it's not England, but it's still a Champions League team basically every season. They're still in Europe, and it's still at least it's a decent level, I guess. Decent, not the best. There's leagues that trump it, but it's doable. For the money that he's going to be getting, I'm sure he would be like, yeah, no, screw it, we'll do that. The reason why players will go to Saudi now and places like that is because of the money. Money trumps all, right? If Chelsea were in a position to go, yeah, you know what? Look, we'll pay you 200 and something odd thousand, and you get Premier League football, and you get London, and you get Champions League if we're in it, yes, that trumps everything. But the money is the first factor on the table. The first factor. So do not be naive and think that anything football related trumps money. It does for a few, but it's a few. Back in the day, it used to be the majority. Now, it's a few. It's a minority. Everyone else will look at money first. So I hope that is just... And look, that's not just for football. That's anything, man. That's for anything. You want to know the way things run? Follow the money. Follow the money. And that will take you to who decides, who has power, who makes things happen. Money talks. Money talks. And in football now, you best believe money talks. So much so, we're talking as if it's a business first and a sport second. Whereas in reality, it should be the other way around. But unfortunately, that's where football's gone. Just like other sports. So we got to be real here. I'm trying to be as real as I can with you guys. If you think players are going to prioritize sporting projects first before their salary, then good luck to you, and don't worry, you'll get to a stage where you'll realize what's really going on. Let's move. Now, Guehi, the latest from Simon Johnson and Liam Toomey, The Athletic, saying sources have said an offer in the region of £40 million for Guehi could be sufficient enough for talks to gain traction. This is an interesting one because it's like I said, Chalobah could be part of a deal. Where does that leave things? With Chalobah part of a deal, 20% off because we got a sell-on clause. What happens there? You know what? I'm honestly starting to believe Guehi is going to be the defender we buy. And again, am I convinced? Not 100%. Not 100%. I believe better than what we have. Don't get me wrong. But do I believe Guehi is a defender that helps us get top four? Yes. Do I believe he's a defender that will help us win something? No. And I want Chelsea to be put back into a position where we can actually start competing for silverware again. Like I want that. It's like the striker position. Like, I would love to have a killer come in, but it doesn't sound like we're going to go in for one. So look, we'll see. But right now, financially, it does. Again, look, you see, we're talking financially now. This is how it is. This is the main driver now. This is the main driver in the sport. Money. Financially, this deal makes so much sense. Because it won't be extremely expensive. He's of a good age, which means we can put him on a long contract. Chalobah can be part of the deal. We save 20% because we've got a sell-on clause. This deal makes so much financial sense, it's ridiculous. It will turn out to be an absolute bargain. But does the quality match what the team needs to go on to win things? That's my hesitancy here. That is my hesitancy. And I hope he can be that player. But right now, I don't think he's quite there. And this is where it becomes risky. It becomes really risky. So, you will see. We'll see. But that's basically the latest with the Chelsea stuff. With the Kvaratskhelia links, even Arne Slot spoke about it and said that when it comes to January, 99 times out of 100, things are not true. So he's basically writing Liverpool off here. I don't think Liverpool will go in for him either. So there's that. We'll wait and see. With Enzo Maresca, he also did speak about Marc Guehi, saying that he likes Marc for sure, but he's not our player. And he likes the central defenders we have, but he also likes defenders in France, Spain and Italy, his words. I mean, look, Enzo Maresca, you can basically say is, look, I want a defender, but I'm not going to make it look like I'm too desperate, but I'm not going to write it off because I do actually need one. That's what I read from Maresca. And he's not wrong. He's absolutely not wrong. But is Marc Guehi the answer? I want to know if you think he is. Let me know down below. And yeah, sorry, going back to Kvaratskhelia again as well. Arne Slot basically wrote it off. There was no mention from Fabrizio as well, by the way, in relation to not just Chelsea, but Liverpool as well. It's just PSG. PSG are so far advanced in this that I'd be shocked if it doesn't happen. So that's that. So let me know your thoughts in relation to all of that. In other news, we got PSG that are going in for John Duran. So they're going for Kvaratskhelia and John Duran. So that's going to be an interesting one. We'll see what happens there. I'm not quite sure how that's going to be in terms of the fee. I'm looking forward to seeing how much he would actually cost, John Duran. Because like we said yesterday, I think it will be probably around that 70, 80 million pound mark. And PSG will pay. PSG will pay. They'll do it. No problem. No worries at all. They lost out on money, don't get me wrong, in terms of Mbappe and all that. But they're not broke. So that's that. So we'll see what happens there. Sean Dyche got sacked, like we said yesterday. And by the way, Graham Potter got hired by West Ham. The boys gave everything. I do wish him the luck. I do wish him best. Yeah, because he is a nice guy. And he's not done anything wrong to anyone personally. If anything, he's been really nice to everyone. That was kind of the problem. But he's gone to West Ham, and I wish him luck. Not too much, because it's West Ham and it's the Premier League, but I wish him well. And I think he's found his level, to be honest. I think West Ham is the perfect sort of level for Graham Potter. I think he'll do well. He'll do well. He'll stabilise things at West Ham. I doubt he'll win them anything, but he'll put them to a decent level. A level that I think West Ham fans will take. I'm just looking forward to seeing West Ham fans react after each win, loss or draw when Graham Potter goes, the boys gave everything. I can't wait to hear that phrase again. I guarantee the first post-match interview that he makes, I guarantee we'll hear it. And if it's not then, it'll be the second one. One of the first two, we will hear it. Because I'm sure that's his go-to psychologically, subconsciously, that's there. When he needs something to say, insert, the boys gave everything. So I'm waiting for it. But that's West Ham and Graham Potter. Good luck to him. But David Moyes is in a meeting with Everton apparently to return to the club because Everton have sacked Sean Dyche and they've got no one else to turn to at this point. So they're going back in for David Moyes. Weirdly enough, David Moyes can work. David Moyes at Everton, but again, times have changed. It's not the same Everton or the Premier League that David Moyes left. It's really not. So the approach is going to have to be tweaked. It can't work in the same way that it maybe worked back in the day. So we'll see. But David Moyes in contention to return to Everton. That's going to be one hell of a story. I think Everton fans will definitely have him back without question. So we'll see what happens. But let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Later on, like I said, preview for Chelsea versus Tyson Fury FC. That is Morecambe, because that is his hometown. So I'll catch all of you on that one. So make sure you guys are here for it. Subscribe, notification bell on. Don't forget to check out all the socials, links in the description. And I'll see all of you in a bit. Have a good one, people. Look after yourselves. Take care.